Let's get rid of that heart. And out goes Fallout. Get the advertising done so people know where they can find me. High point of my week, Fallout 4.
Invad 3 right eyes. Said. Person Turkus waving happy Fallout Friday RP Black Cat relieved face.
Hey,
Bald Girl
Diz,
145.
welcome aboard. VG,
Said.
welcome aboard.
Hello RP happy Fallout Friday hugging face. Invad 3 right eyes.
Happy
Said.
Fallout Friday
Fallout
indeed.
asterisk. Vault Girl 145. Said. Hey Diz hugging face. Invad 3 right eyes.
Boy, that
Said.
hugging face family is
My
getting
keyboard
big.
is starting to go, so I have to like hit them with a hammer to work. Invad 3 right eyes. Said. Face red heart shape hey hey VG.
Win again.
Alright, before we get started, let's make sure that there's no go save somebody from
Invad
themselves.
3 right eyes. Said.
There is
Beaming
not.
face with smiling eyes.
Alright, we've got an entertainment side
Marty
and
61
a
plays.
business side.
Said. Good and happy Fallout Friday Rob and chat.
A good and happy Friday, Mr. Marty. How are you doing today, my friend? They just can't lose. Unfortunately, I do believe you are assigned to security, young lady.
Invad 3 right eyes.
Win
Said.
again.
Tonight I'm having cream chive and mushrooms with chicken wings and mash. I didn't think it would be so good. Vault Girl
You
145.
gotta try this slot
Said.
machine. It's the best.
Hello Marty. Invad 3 right eyes.
Now
Said.
then.
Hey Marty smiling face with smiling eyes.
Do I have anything that's just like a shelf full of canned goods? Let's start by looking in snappable clutter.
Vault Girl 145 said. She's securing the one-arm bandits RP. You know, making sure they work and all.
Try this slot machine. It's the best.
Oh, I'm sure, VG.
I just can't lose.
Yeah, they don't have anything that's just the canned goods.
I just can't lose.
All the bottles are labeled. That could work.
You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
Those are marked clearly radioactive. But this one, they are not marked radioactive.
Haha, win again. I just can't lose. Haha, win again.
I hate having to turn off surface snap to get things to snap close to each other. But you do what you gotta do, right?
I just can't lose. Haha, win again.
I think it works. It works for now.
You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
Yeah, this is just floor trash.
You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
Yeah, eventually you really do have to go back and do your flippin' job. What happens if we get attacked because you're busy playing with the slot
I
machine?
just can't lose.
She's not worried about that at all, is she?
Again.
Then we're going to put the hose right back in this area. Need something solid for it to be on. Put one on the other side. A way to flush the toilets. I'll put doors on those outhouses when I'm all done. But if I decide to do something different there, I don't want to, on the inside of those, I don't want to have the doors in the way. Yeah, she's assigned to security.
You gotta try
Marty
this
61
slot
plays.
machine. It's the best.
Said. Lurking.
Roger that, Marty. Alright, I want to have a guard outpost up on the roof for a second guard. The roof of this building. And I want to get some actual living quarters started in here. I think this would be the optimal place for a like communal dining area. Everybody comes together to eat in here. Or get their hair cut. Whoops. It is not my fault that y'all had pots full of these things in here. Sounds like my grandkids are in rare form today. I wonder if I can drop these in the pot. I can. Okay. I know sometimes when you're in build mode, things that you let go of in midair just stay there. Like that. He's assigned to drinks? What's he doing out here if he's assigned to be a bartender? Maybe it's that early in the morning. And yeah, I know, this is a Bethesda game. There's a high likeliness that these fruits will fall right through the bottom of these pots and end up falling through the world. But you and I will know that I tried. I mean, after all, Bethesda managed to get them to stay in the pots this long. Maybe I'll be lucky. Alright, let's scrap the candles instead of just losing them. I don't even think there's any more room in here for another table. So we'll put this out here. What can we do to make that wall better? Needs to be a scrappy better, though. That's master plan, so Woody's is down here. Yeah, we don't need a wall with a window in it. Definitely don't think anybody in the wasteland said, hey, yeah, let's put a window into the bathroom. Just too short to be useful. But if I put it here, wow, that's even too short there. Let's start with this as our premise. In this corner. Does that exit the house? I don't think it does. It does. Damn it. That's a nice big wall, but it doesn't go quite far enough. No, Georgia. You caught me while I'm busy. I could put a post in there. Set this in just a tad. I can use the existing door frame, but then the door is going to clip at the top, isn't it?
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Got to be careful how I put the door in. If I put the door so it opens in, we'll be good. Got to turn this off to get this corner. big of a wall does this need? That's more over.
Lancer underscore lot said, "Hey RP, so did you stop your FO4 from updating?"
I did, and welcome aboard, Lancer. That was the only way to make sure that I was going to have a easy time with my mods here in stream. And considering that we've only built at less than half of the available settlements, I did not want to give up the potential just for an update that really was not going to benefit the PC as much as consoles. Although the new content will be nice, I have to admit. Let me see what my... there's a set of patches, yep. But this wants to snap everywhere except right there. Why does it want to snap in the middle of stuff?
Lancer underscore lot said, "Understandable, I set Steam to launch offline and the manifest file to read only."
Yeah, it's... You can set Steam also to just not update, which is what I did, and I launch off of my file manager. I don't have any vertical gap fillers, do I? No. There's a few ways around it, and I think your best bet was like you did or I did. Keep Steam from updating at all. And wait for the Fallout 4 script extender to be updated. Once that's been updated, we can then check to see if the other mods that are dependent on it have their functionality met with the script extender updated. Sorry for the delay. I was just concentrating a little bit more than I probably should have. Or more than I probably needed to. But once you've got your script extender updated, definitely check to see if your mods need any individual updates before you update your Fallout, because some of these mods have not had any mod author support for years. Now, most of them are just going to need access to proper location information in the dynamic link libraries. That's what the script extender is going to do. But any of them that require special attention will still be broken even with the script extender repaired. So if you're aware of that and you act accordingly, you should be okay. Now, I am going to put a regular run-of-the-mill flat-ass wall in the corner here. The important part is getting it lined up in the corner properly so that we can use it to set a solid ceiling overhead. Might be able to get away with a regular shack floor, not need a second floor. Yeah.
Lancer_lot said, "The update itself is broken. LMAO, IGN wrote a damning report on the problems for all platforms, unfortunately."
There are shortcomings in the update, but I would not call it broken for all platforms. Basically, you needed a tutorial in order to get it to launch properly, which... Bad move, Bethesda, but not unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Bethesda is not exactly known for their seamless deployments. And this, like others, was not seamless. Which, come on, Bethesda, you had extra time from your planned deployment and you still fucked it up? Don't get me wrong, I have no sympathy for Bethesda on this. I'm hearing it click in, but I'm not seeing it lock down correctly. I've only got that tiny little window to look through. That's all the way back over another piece. I forgot I put that wall up. I mean, come on. They had all the extra time they gave themselves because they wanted to release it more congruently with the Fallout TV show. And congratulations, Fallout, Bethesda, you screwed up by not checking your work while you were waiting to release it. You know, it's like, why do you fail at things? Because you don't recheck your own work. And this is a prime example of it. Might be able to see these better from upstairs. Yeah, just push your way through, buddy. Bethesda wants to know why they've screwed up almost every deployment that they've ever had. They can look at themselves in a mirror because they repeatedly give themselves every opportunity for success and then fail by not using those opportunities. How bad does that look in the shack? It's not even really noticeable up in here because you're already in the rafters. That's what I was anticipating. Now you have a solid roof over their heads here. Pretty much solid living space. I don't want to block that window. So let's go to Woody's and get a half wall.
Lancer_lot said. Well, it's not good publicity. The show generated tons of interest and purchases of FO4. Now those new players are struggling to get a good experience.
Oh, the new players, brand new purchases didn't have the same problem that returning players did.
Lancer_lot said. The show was great. Did you see it?
I did. I watched the entire show, and I did warn my diehard viewers that the spoiler-free zone was ending because the show's been out for a long time. But yeah, the apparently the new viewer or new player experience is far superior to the returning player experience. That's the thing that was pissing off people, was some PlayStation 5 players who had the game through PlayStation Network were being forced to rebuy the game. By the way, I think Mikey said he had to rebuy the game. He should put in a request for reimbursement or refund, because by the end of the day yesterday they had fixed that problem. So if anybody sees Mikey, and I've forgotten to say so when I see him, these are not straight. Don't move the house. That'll wake everybody up.
Lancer_lot said. Wasn't that as much a Sony screw-up as Bethesda, though?
It was entirely a Sony screw-up. So, but Bethesda didn't make sure that it wasn't going to happen. So I'm going to put some responsibility on Bethesda's end as well. They made sure that it wasn't happening to Xbox players, so they knew it how to keep it from happening to some players. They should have been able to keep it from happening to all players. In my opinion. But all things considered, I don't think Bethesda can be fully blamed for Sony's fuck up. I'm wondering if I can get away with a single level here. And this, unfortunately, would not what I wanted to do. Thank you. While I normally would only want to blame Sony for this, because it really is theirs. You see, if I put that there, how badly does it interfere below? It does also come into play with, again, you don't really see that. I think I'm going to go with that. I think it's too dark to be productive.
Jelly's production said, "Hey one and all.
Welcome aboard, Jelly. Sony does enough things to screw up Fallout for players on their own that Bethesda allows as part and parcel of their deal with Sony, that I myself am very unhappy with, and other players have been unhappy with for years. That being said,
Marty61 plays said, "Hi Lancer, Jelly.
is it fair?"
Jelly's production said, "Hey Marty."
And
Lancer_lot said,
it's a lot
"Hi
harder.
Marty."
A lot harder to call it whether or not it's fair to blame Bethesda for Sony's fuck up. Pardon my French. Higher up I put this, the more likely settlers will be to use the steps. But it also has to be straight if I want it to go across the roof. It's like people know when I'm busy, and that's when they decide I'm going to call RP. Now we know that guards aren't going to walk down onto the roof. But this does make it look like there's a maintenance path over to that turret.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
No, Gutsy, it's not somebody who needs you to kick their ass, as much as I would like you to. Here's another thing I've noticed with the steps. the short steps. They do not. They'll snap to themselves, and they'll snap like that to a floor, but they won't snap as a final step down to a floor. So if I want to use this, I'm going to need another step and then a half floor. That gets me more of what I was looking for. Little variety in here. And we'll put a guard station out on this side. I think we're going to do two guard posts up here. One out here at this end looking this way, and one over here looking that way. That's going to be way too unsupported. So we've got turn snapping off. We do want to be slightly over the edge. But only slightly.
Avalanche Multimedia said, "Send him to Xorob, plenty of butts to kick."
Hey Tony, welcome aboard. I'm going to put a second set of steps at that far end.
Vault Girl 145 said, "Hello Jelly and Tony."
Up here, I'm thinking we want some level of wall. give us a little bit of roof. Gives them a walkway, a place to have a little break, maybe a cot to lay down on for a security guy. But still fairly open. Ouch. That one's...
Jelly's production said, "Hey Vault Girl."
That looks like it's giving a little bit of shade to the guard. And completely not touching anything on the front. That one's just not touching anything. That one's going through that building. I'm not concerned about that too badly right now. But that's just not touching anything. That's not going to be a happy joy situation. You know what? I might have... similar pieces. It says wall decorations and it's showing me that awnings. All I get is the awnings and that.
Lancer_lot said. Thanks for the sub Avalanche, Tony is it?
I could do that, and then I just have to put a roof support.
Avalanche Multimedia said. Yes.
Let's not do the two of them identically, though. Because nothing looks worse than
said.
identical
Welcome
scrap.
Gabe Jelly to you all, welcome.
Right? Scrap should look like it's scrap. So now we just have to build down from our scrappy awning.
Jelly's production said. Hey Avolk. Lancer_lot said. I must get back into building again. I haven't posted anything on my YouTube for a while.
I'll tell you, building is one of the things we love a lot in this community. Vault Girl, myself, Alhoon Gaming, Tony, Gaming for XP, Pixel, Marty. We all build. I know that I'm missing about 3/4 of the team, but that's just to say we really all build. And we love sharing it.
Avalanche Multimedia said. Lyrical.
Lyrical. Going through the wood roof is okay, because you can realistically go through the wood roof. Now's where we get inventive with pieces.
Avalanche Multimedia said. Mikey aka Quick Smoke.
I thought I mentioned Mikey, but if I didn't, yes, Mikey's one of
Jelly's
our
production
builders.
Said. I build in creation kit so much I forgot how to build in game LOL.
Hey, it happens. Building in creation kit is a lot different than building in game, as you're well aware. Both have their challenges, of course. At least in creation kit, you have the luxury of environment control a lot better. You can definitely manipulate the world a lot better in the creation kit than I can here. Even with all the mods, it's just not the same beast.
Lancer_lot said, only thing I've managed in creation kit is a little terraforming. Jelly's production said, been putting out tutorials so have not been building much.
Well, tutorials are very
Avalanche
useful as
Multimedia
well.
said, didn't hear say Trufflat but may have missed over loud F76.
I did not say True Flat, and thank you for reminding me. True Flat, Easy E, JPico Death, the Insane Sheklador. Haven't seen anything from Shek in a little while, but that doesn't mean that he's any less of a creator. Come on, let me do. These
Vault
people
Girl
are
145
scrappy as fuck.
said, Gametown walkthroughs.
Oh yeah, Gametown. And let's not forget Invader Diz. That Death Factory of his was absolutely uncannily impressive. It is. This is one of the touchier pieces.
Invat 3 Right Eyes said, pleading face.
Yeah, you're not going to escape our notice when we're talking about builders.
Invat 3 Right Eyes said, well spank you very much RP. Invat 3 Right Eyes said, face with tears of joy rolling on the floor laughing.
Easier to center this under the awning than to center the awning over this. Now, because I like things to look like they're supported, I'm gonna need a scaffold
Glantry Mage
to work
said,
from.
"Hello everyone,
Oh,
happy
Glantry
Fallout
is another
Friday."
builder.
Invat 3 Right Eyes said, "Oh, and a Glantry."
I would be remiss to not mention his. See, every time I turn around, it's another name that I should have mentioned and didn't. How you doing, Glantry? Welcome aboard. Now I have to try and remember where the supports
said,
are.
"Hello Glantry." Invat 3 Right Eyes said, "Professor Silly." Marty
Professor
61
Silly,
plays,
yes.
said, "Hi Mage."
I would never forgive myself for not mentioning Silly. We're going to axe that one and put it in right here. Do we need 2 there? We might need 2 there. Support everything that's free hanging. You'll thank yourself later.
Glantry Mage said, "Doing good. My builds are generally standard and practical in comparison to others like Ease or Diz."
I'll tell you, the person who I am constantly amazed at the patience of is Alhoon Gaming. He sees the vision in his head of what he wants, and then he has the patience to make it happen.
3 Right Eyes said, "I'm good with factories, but man, Ease has some crazy builds."
Easy does have some crazy builds, and you know what? The thing that Easy does all vanilla building. Which requires quite a bit of tenacity in and of itself.
Jelly's Production said, "His build are awesome."
You really can't substitute the tenacity that it requires.
Invat 3 Right Eyes said, "Oh yes, Alhoon is Frank Lloyd Wright." Vault Girl 145 said, His ability to see a couch and turn it into a roof blows my mind.
Easy saw a couple of Vault-Tec containers, a office flagpole, and a chair, and a couple of other things. You know, stuff in the regular build kit. He made a damn pontoon boat out of that stuff. I was like, how the hell do you see all that and say, you know what, that's a boat?
Lancer_lot said, I've recently started a vanilla run, building at Dalton Farm at the moment.
Ah, Dalton Farm. More power to you. I hate building at Far Harbor. Far Harbor depresses me. This is not gonna. This is not even the right pitch for these stairs. Oh well. They're just gonna have to use the stairs without a rail. No, those are actual fences. I want.
Invat 3 Right Eyes said, I sort of like the ocean sound, but I do change the weather to Commonwealth weather.
Yeah, I should play more with the console
Jelly's
commands.
Said, I think I only released one mod for Far Harbor and said the heck with it lol. Lancer_lot said, actually my first time playing with post glitches and stuff in vanilla. I've always used mods previously. It's been fun.
You know, I started playing on PlayStation, so I played vanilla. And then I discovered a few mods were available.
Invat 3 Right Eyes said, in my last Plank music video preview, there you can see how Far Harbor looks with Commonwealth weather.
Like I said, I want this to be a security guard's cot, because security guards never sleep. It's not going to be an issue. Still need another bed in here. Need some interior walls in here too. So let's put another bed in here where the room at least has... Alright, I have 6 people, 5 beds, and they're complaining, but there's a bed that's not assigned to somebody. Screw you people. I'm going to set this place up as the rugged farmer's place. They're going to be doing a whole lot of Where would you rather have the... hole in the wall?
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Might be, Gutsy. It just might be. But yeah, I started with the PlayStation and not having mods at all. And then some folks were kind enough to introduce me to PlayStation-friendly mods. Which were very interesting. Okay, so we got... we're just going to scrap that with the candles. This is going to be another bunk room. I have a maximum number of settlers that can be here is 13.
Vault Girl 145 said, mods are a slippery slope. You start with one, then the next thing you know you're Alhoon and have over 400. Jelly's Production said, I have never used the PlayStation.
Well, that's the thing, VG. I fell right down that slope. I definitely went into the full use of mods. My previous stream series, Building the Commonwealth, had just short of 200 mods on that playthrough, which was a lot more than I really needed.
Lancer_lot said, Fallout 4 guy is the king of PlayStation. His builds beggars belief. Invad 3 Right Eyes said, I like to limit myself to fixes mods, just manufacturing mods. Vault Girl 145 said, you slipped on the banana peel RP LOL.
I did.
3 Right Eyes
I definitely did.
said, and I can't forget reshade, so I can make the game look much more crisp.
I had reshaders, I had building mods, I had equipment mods. Pretty much, if there was a mod to do something in game, I had a mod for it. And I think that got into the excessive realm pretty darn quickly.
Avalanche Multimedia said, Fallout Gamer is another.
Nikita, yeah, Fallout Gamer. Our new settler here.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Just became a security guard.
Jelly's Production said, you start modding and lose your soul LOL.
You do lose a lot. You lose track of what playing the base game is like, that's for sure. Let's take another nap and see what the morning brings us, huh?
Invad 3 right eyes. Said. Sold my soul to
Is
Nexus.
that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Jelly's production. Said.
Oh, 10 Pines
Currently
Bluff
I have just
needs
over
to be...
800 mods for Fallout.
You're a security guard. What are you doing down here? Gabrielle. If that is your name. I had meant to hit transfer. Oh, there is no armor or clothing in here. Great. Let's see, what kind of gun do I want you to have? Because you sure as hell ain't defending this place with a pipe pistol. Looks like
Lancer
you get
underscore lot.
a plasma pistol.
Said. I tend to set timescale to 0 while building to save having to sleep.
I probably should, but I got into this habit from just building while I was playing, and
I'd like to trade some items.
Go ahead.
if I don't have a Minuteman uniform, you can keep that duster you're wearing. You're gonna need plasma. There's your cartridge, Barney Fife. Where's the plasma? Come on. Automatic plasma pistol. There you go. Alright. I don't see any... I've got combat armor, left leg, right arm. Looks like you're going to be wearing undershirt and jeans with your combat armor. At least until I can get you the appropriate uniform.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Get the fuck out of the door. Alright, let's get to 10 Pines and kick some ass. What do you think it's going to be? Super mutants?
Just knew it.
You picked the wrong day to attack here. Your duct tape armor and your pipe weapons.
I'm gonna be sick. Yes?
Anybody else? There they are. Oh, I see why you're going to be sick. You knocked their head off. Good for you. Good for you. Luckily, it was just 10 pines that needed saving. Back to Green Top. No, we got a cow here. Do you have a thing to eat out of? Probably not. That's probably why you're wandering around. I'm tempted to put the
You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
you gotta try doing your fucking job. I'll murder you when everybody's asleep.
I just can't lose.
Where is my bartender?
I win again.
What the hell are you doing out here?
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Why are your fingernails dirty? You work a bar. You'd better not have decided that you're going to dig in the dirt. I've had that happen before, where they just arbitrarily change jobs.
I win again.
I have no idea why I want to put this outside so much, but I want to put this outside.
Jelly's production said, "That's the awesome greenhouse setup."
Yeah, I started this narrative in my head that they're making preserves of their mute fruit, and possibly maybe even distilling their product. Do these folks have a cat? I saw a junkyard dog, so they have a dog. I don't know if they have a cat. Who are you? You're not a settler here, so you must be a passing security guy. Where, oh where? I don't see a cat anywhere. So we'll put a cat box out. And even if they have a cat, they'll have a second one. Alright, where was I? Alright, this is where the original family used to live. Oh, they still live here because I didn't move them.
Vault Girl 145 said, I think all the cats got sent to Japan RP. You can have about 95 of the ones I've been scooping up.
You certainly have found a lot of cats. Good gravy, you found a lot of cats. I'm going to put this as close to where I want it as I can, then I'll just raise it up.
Invad 3 right eyes said, face red droopy eyes soft kitty. Vault Girl 145 said, I'm missing 2 of those litter suckers.
Oh, really? I didn't think it was possible for you to be missing any cats. Give them a nice fancy light, right? Wow, it really just does
Lancer
not want
underscore lot said, been nice chatting but I need to clean house. My son and his girl visiting tomorrow for my birthday. Invad 3 right eyes.
Have a nice
said,
birthday, Lancer.
Face screen smiling. Lancer underscore lot said, 64 years young beaming face with smiling eyes.
Congratulations.
Invat 3 right eyes. Said. Cheerts Lancer.
I guess I need to get some electricity over in here. And the best way to do that.
Marty 61 plays. Said. TC and happy birthday Lancer. Got me by 1.5. LOL.
I know I have power over here outside.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
No, it's just Mrs. Games.
Gaming Phil.
Thank you.
And I bought lunch meat and provolone and bread.
Cool.
And we're having nachos for lunch once we get them done.
Cool.
It's taking a second.
That's the only power I have out here. Ah. I'm going to need to run a second power line out here. Come on, you know where I want you to be. It's getting dark. I want to put lights up. Come on. Don't you start messing with me, game. Have to make sure I'm looking at the connector and not the generator. Remember, you cannot jump while you're wiring. That'll bring power to the outdoors. I can just go straight to tall connectors. Now here's going to be the real trick. We want the power over to here. How low is it gonna loop? Oh, it didn't loop very low at all. That's good. The one place I didn't expect you to stand at all is where you're standing. You gotta be shitting me. Oh, and this won't snap because I have object snapping turned off. Come on. No. The other way. Go where I want you to. It'll force her off the roof. Come on. You know you wanna. That's not where you wanted to go. There, now go to your guard post. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. You ever wanted to strangle somebody? Somebody who doesn't exist? Washington, I don't think drink time is over. You'd better get your butt back out into that bar. I had it almost where I wanted it. And then I had to touch it again. I have a much better idea. There, now there's power on both sides of the building, and I can go to sleep. Because I'm exhausted. I traveled across the Commonwealth, killed a bunch of duct tape rangers. I've got a security guard who thinks that instead of on her guard posts and her nice, well-built, well-supported platforms, she's supposed to walk on the crumbling roof.
General.
I've got a Minuteman trapped in the building, probably being held hostage by Jezebel. He hasn't figured out a way to signal me about it yet.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls?
What are you doing up here? I have a guard who won't come up here, a bartender who won't stay away from here. This guard won't go to her damn guard post. She has a guard post. I made it easy for her. I gave her 3 guard mats. And I think I put one inside the door down here. No? No, I must have put it upstairs. One of them is inside one of these doors. Where are the guard mats? That could be an issue. One of them's here. That's working. I did not use a sitting guard mat, at least not on those 2 chairs. I thought I put... I'm going to have to review
Alhoon
the
Gaming
video to find out where the
said,
guard mat is.
Hey RP and all in chat.
Alhoon! We were talking about you before. Were your ears burned? I don't think that they're down here. Where are the other guard mats?
Invad 3 right eyes. Said. Hand pink waving MR Frank right. Vault Girl 145. Said. Hello Alhoon.
That's one of the drawbacks of using the guard mats is they disappear real easy. That's the bar
Alhoon Gaming
where Washington
said,
belongs.
Whatever VG said, it's not true. I read that book.
Look at this guard. She walked.
Invad 3 right eyes. Said.
Like,
Hand orange covering eyes, grinning, squinting face. It's all a myth.
all right, there are 2 more guard mats.
Vault Girl 145 said. So you did Alhoon.
And I have no idea where they are.
Alhoon Gaming said. I did 2 pics. Glandry Mage said. Alhoon my brother from another mother. Clinking beer mugs. Alhoon Gaming said.
We've got
You can't prove otherwise.
Minutemen getting trapped here. I mean, that's great for security purposes, but it sucks for the Minutemen. Hey, Betsy. There's a kitty. So I do have a kitty. I'm gonna have a second kitty.
Marty 61 plays said. Hi Alhoon.
There, I gave you a place to chew.
Alhoon Gaming said. So what were you saying about me, Rob? All good, I hope.
It was definitely all good, Alhoon. Just talking about the members of the community and the building that we do. And some of the great builders in the community, and of course your name came up. Let's move into high-tech defenses. Overlooking the main house. I'll be damned if I can figure out what I did with those other 2 guard mats. But then again, nobody's listening to their assignments anyway. I mean, look at her. She's assigned to all of these plants, and she hasn't moved in 3 days. Here. This plant is not assigned. And crash. It's the first major crash I've had in a while. And that crash... Ooh, that's interesting. Vortex had that crashed long before we lost it on the screen.
Alhoon Gaming said. I try to help where I can.
Yeah, long before that crashed on screen, Vortex had that as crashed. So that's interesting. Wonder if that had something to do with why I couldn't find the mats and why people weren't where they belonged.
Yes?
Don't yes me, you work for me. We should just be back to no trough for the Brahmin. Which I can go with the wooden one for a more rustic feel. Hey, Brahmin, back here. Let's find a flatter spot for you so it doesn't have light coming down under it. There you go. We got Plasma Jane here, scooping up on the... Alright, she's actually digging at crops. That's a good thing. That means that she's not broken. But she's wandering around like she's going to guard posts. Aha! There's one of the guard mats I put down. It's standing and warming hands. But instead of standing and warming hands, she's just sitting down.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
There's the mat over here, which is standing and reading. And then I have somewhere there's a mat that's standing and leaning.
Alhoon Gaming said, just waiting for the script extender to be updated to find out what mods I'm losing.
Don't hold your breath, Alhin. The author said it could take weeks. Well, if she's wandering around the guard mats, there's no reason nobody's up here,
Alhoon
though.
Gaming said, well, once I get the PS4 connected to the capture card I can at least build on there.
This is true. He's a bartender. He doesn't belong standing on roofs. Okay. Lights.
Truff Flat said,
True!
Yo RP buddy.
Welcome aboard, my friend. This is the one that never looks like it's actually on the ceiling. Surprisingly, it does here. I'll take it.
It sounds like the Minute Men are back in action.
We'll see how long that lasts.
You might not be out there than that, but I am.
Marty 61 plays. Said, Hi True. Truff Flat said, Hey Marty.
Can I line up the door frame?
Vault Girl 145 said, Hey True Red Heart. Truff Flat said, Hey Avicii
That's-
Red Heart.
That is not going to work. So let's see if I can find in my collection of doors the sliding bathroom door.
Glandry Mage said, BRB got to go pick up the kids.
Drive safe, Mage. Does this door remain in a viable position if I put it in the right place? Because that is the doorstop from when it was. Yeah, you can still reach it. No, you can't. No, you cannot. It completely disappears. Can I get it out of there? I have to be able to get it out of there, right?
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Maybe, Gutsy.
Is
Maybe.
that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Ooh, Gutsy. It opens just too far for me to use it without it. Otherwise, it has to slide into this thing. Alright, what have I done since I woke up this morning? I verified a few things, right? And I put a few steps up there. All I did was put down a trough, a few steps. If I want to use that door, it has to clip into the door frame. I don't like it. But maybe
Alhoon Gaming.
if I
Said.
use it
Hey Drew.
and make it smaller. Oh, I put the lights up too. If I make it smaller, just keep walking at me. Everybody keep walking at me. That's going to make me super happy with y'all. Then it's not going to be tall enough, though, is it? I think I even figured this out once with the this same door, that it's just tall enough even though I've reduced it in size. It is still reduced, right? Yeah. You end up having to clip right up to that handle into there. Even reduced in size, it's going to be a bear to get it. Reduced to 90% size, it actually fits that door frame better.
00 Core said, "Hello Rob, smiling face with sunglasses, hot beverage." 00
Well, there
Core
we go.
said,
Hey,
"Hello
Zero, welcome
everyone,
aboard.
smiling face with sunglasses, hot beverage." Alhoon Gaming said, "Hey Zero. Invad 3 right eyes." Said, "Zero sunglasses." 00 Core said, "VG hugging face Alhoon, Glantry, True, Marty, smiling face with sunglasses." 00 Core
I'm not going
said,
to run to the moon this
"Tis
time.
smiling face with sunglasses."
There you go. You have a
Marty
place to eat,
61
Cap.
plays said, "Hi Zero. Vault Girl 145 said, "Hey Zero hugging face." Zero Zero Core said, "I finally got that laptop set up last night, but it took forever to get everything set up."
Well, at least you got it set up, buddy. I've got guards who won't guard. I've got
00 Core
a sniper
said,
being held prisoner
"I
by...
have never seen so many first-party driver packages in one system in my life. Intel drivers packs and utilities etc. There's so many it looks like the system is filled with bloatware, rolling on the floor, laughing person face palming."
This we determined worked. Oh, that's HP for you. Go do some work so I feel like at least one of you isn't broken. Thank you. She's like, nope.
Zero Core said, "It's hilarious cuz Intel bloats out your system where AMD barely puts any first-party stuff on their shit. Rolling on the floor laughing."
I mean, look at this shit. This guard's just standing here in the corner. no instructions to do so. She's just doing it. She walked across the roof to do it. The roofs are not nav meshed for walking. The bartender is off doing God knows what. I'm going to be happy when I'm done building here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got a great idea of what I want to see in this place, but this is very, very weird stuff. I'm not even convinced that with a
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
maybe Gutsy. I'm not even convinced with a return visit here that anybody's going to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because that guard who's walking around in there is supposed to be walking between those two guard posts up on the roof.
Truff Flat said, "Hey Alhoon and Zero.
This Minuteman
Jules
Patrol
said, hello Rob and everyone, happy Fallout Friday.
Hey, Jules. This Minuteman Patrol is stuck here because their sniper is being held captive by Jezebel. No. Don't just stand there. I want you out. Go.
Vault Girl 145 said, hello Julie hugging face. 00 Core said, I don't blame HP though Rob, because they wouldn't have you install all those Intel packages if you didn't need them, they would just stuff it with HP stuff. Continued. 00 Core said, or that has been my experience with HP in the past, but this system has no HP products software wise that come with it. Jules said, hello VG hugging face. Marty 61 plays.
Now the snipers
said,
wandered off and those
hi, Jules.
two are still standing there. That
00
means there's
Core
another guy captive
said,
here somewhere.
Jules Purple Heart. Alhoon Gaming said, hey Jules. Jules said, hi Marty. Jules said, Alhoon hello. 00 Core said, ha ha ha, nice trick for forcing a settler to go where you want, face with tears of joy.
Yeah, once you place a turret in the world, it's a solid object, and you can push settlers around with it.
Jolts said, "Hey, Zero Purple Heart.
Okay, so when the traders come along, they're going to come up the road system. Which means they're either going to come up this road, or this road. And I think regardless of which way they come, we're better off with this up here. Because it's flat and placing it's going to be a little bit easier here. No.
Jolts said, "Rob, loving so far what you have done."
Thanks, Jules. Give Carla a place to sit. Cricket's more the I'll sit on these here tires type girl. I would like Cricket's Brahmin to stay. Over here. See where we can put Carla's Brahmin. Her Brahmin can go right over here. Lucas. Give good old Lucas a chair over here. I don't know which way is the right way for these Brahmin feeders to go, so his Brahmin can go there.
00 Core said, "So far I know I can play Star Trek Online perfectly well. Next I will try
Good old
DBD,
Doc Weathers.
Fortnite, Fall Guys, Among Us, and SO to see how many of those I can play."
Doc Weathers will sit in his wheelchair. His Brahmin can chill right over here.
Zero Core said, "But won't be able to play a huge part of my games library until I finally get my workstation fixed, and that's gonna be a while."
Alright, Doc. I don't know what the difference in these markers is, so I'm just going to use the first one. I'm going to put Doc's.
Jolts said, "That dog is awesome." 00 Core said, "I'm so happy that I can at least play some stuff though, cuz would get bored to death very fast without any games. Hot beverage."
I hear you there, Mr. Zero. I almost called you Mr. Miller because I was putting down Lucas Miller's stuff. Carla doesn't have guards, so that accounts for the guards. Did we give you a doghouse? That is a terrible oversight. One that must be fixed. That's not where I'm supposed to be looking. All right. Give me a clue. CVC has some cool dog houses. And judging by the materials here, this entirely could have been made on premises. There you go, Mr. Dog. Your very own doghouse. That sounds like a rad storm. Well, I might as well sleep till tomorrow. There's something wrong with the cow.
Win again.
You two just gonna hang out here forever? Alright, I'll put you back over here. I'm really irritated with you. Pardon me, I need to push some Minutemen along. Go on now. Go do your jobs.
Jolts said.
Go on.
They do like to wonder, lol.
Do your job.
William Jarvin said.
Hello, William.
Hello.
Your buddy's leaving without you. Go. No, don't go back to where you were standing. Go. Out on the road.
Jolts said.
There you go.
Hey William, welcome.
Welcome aboard, William. They're a little upset here because there's only 3 water and there's 6 of them.
Tedia player E06 said. Hi everyone, smiley face.
Hey Tia, how is it going? That's, you know what? We're gonna put this on the inside
Jolts
where we can just power
said.
it off.
Tia hey.
I don't mind having it on the inside because there is plenty of dirt in here.
Alhoon Gaming said. Hey Tia.
That should make the people happy. Why are there shrubs inside here? You people have to work better than this. I expect more out of you. You're professionals. You are professionals.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
You don't even clean up after yourselves. How am I going to get new settlers to clean up after themselves if you guys don't clean up after yourselves?
When you can take a break, it's nacho bar in the kitchen. Okay? With steak.
I got security guards who won't guard. I've got Minutemen who keep getting trapped. Come along. You can't go that way. This way. Come on. Come on. This way. This is the way. Move along.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
It's just about, Gutsy. Just about. Got itinerant Minutemen who won't just walk through. I've got people walking on the roofs. I've got farmers who won't farm. I've got bartenders who won't tend bar. This is not how I envisioned this place shaking out. Let's just say that, okay? This worked far different in my head. I did not see the piece I'm looking for. I know, shocking, right? It's never in the first place you look.
00 Core said, "Hello William," Tia smiling face with sunglasses. Jules said, "Hate when you can't find it."
No, it's just when you can't find the one you're looking for, but I found it. While you're here, let's make sure you're assigned to the proper bed.
Okay.
Come make your nachos.
I know I has
Jules
to make my nachos.
said, "I do like that fireplace."
I do too.
Glandry Mage said, "I have returned."
Welcome back. All right. Before my nachos get cold, I have to go make a nacho plate. So this is the park where I'm going to encourage everybody to run to the restroom, get yourselves a snack, grab a drink. I'll be back in a couple of
Jules
minutes.
said, "Hey Mage."
I'm not getting you nachos.
Glandry Mage said, "Jules howdy."
I hope you all enjoyed my rendition of She Spun You Round, Round, Baby, Round, Round, while I was getting nachos. Okay, these folks lived here originally. They probably want to eat. So they need some kind of kitchen equipment.
Schultz said, "Cool song."
I agree. It's a very cool song. I am horribly stuck in the 80s. And I apologize for none of it.
Vault Girl 145 said, "Thinking face, you keep your nachos in the bathroom. What kind of fancy living you doing out in Sin City RP?"
I said it was a good idea for you guys to go to the restroom, get a new drink, grab a snack. I was going to make nachos. Although, if I were you, VG, I would keep that as low as possible, because this is Sin City, and I guarantee you somebody will make a bathroom nacho bar if they hear you talking about it.
Vault Girl 145 said, "Ah, sorry, I was shooting targets and misheard."
Are we even close to straight? We are close to straight. Now we're closer
Vault
to straight.
Girl 145 said, "More than likely."
Yeah, this is Vegas. They will do it. And they'll say something like, "No fancy East Coaster is going to out nacho us."
Vault Girl 145 said, "Thinking face, you think the flamingos of Adam would like a Sin City nacho bar?" Vault Girl 145 said, "City asterisk."
Yeah, I think they would.
Vault Girl 145 said, "That just may have to happen."
Well, they're proportional to each other, but I don't think that the stove ends up looking right. There, now they have a kitchen. Why do I have a feeling that VG's Sin City Nacho Bar is going to have a toilet in it?
Vault Girl 145 said, "Possibly."
Yeah. I knew it. Don't look at me like
Invat
that.
3 Right Eyes said,
You're responsible for
Nom
your own
noms.
situation in life. Noms indeed, Diz. Stop sticking together.
Invat 3 Right Eyes said, "Scrap the house RP and leave only the decorations."
That wouldn't be the first time I've done that.
Jolts said. Hades smiling face with hearts. Invad 3 right eyes said. Virtual hug hey Jules. Glandry mage said. Head diz. Glandry mage said. Hey.
Stop going up there.
Invad 3 right eyes said. Yugothi's mage I was here whole time XD.
I have to fight with Jezebel for position.
Invad 3 right eyes said. Virtual Yug.
And yes, these are the kind of people who would hang that kind of curtain next to a burn barrel.
Alhoon Gaming said. Hades and Glantry my brother from another mother. Invad 3 right eyes said. Have you ever felt how dry old curtains are that sat in the sun for couple of years? Imagine how hard those would be after 2000 years. Glandry mage said. I got to do some adulting. Leaving you on the computer. Beer mug.
Right, oh mage. 2,000 years, Diz?
Invad 3 right eyes said. Hey Mr. Frank right.
Where did Jezebel go? I bet she's on the roof. No.
Jolts said. Have fun mage.
We quick save. I have no idea where that damned robot's gone off to. Homicidal witch.
Jolts said. LOL.
Good, she's back where she belongs. How many Minutemen have we captured overnight? Did we get a guard upstairs yet? No. Couldn't be that lucky. Oh, look! Those two are back. I will be happy when I no longer am working here. This isn't even a large build, and it's already very wonky.
I just can't lose.
Yeah, imagine that. She can't lose. She's supposed to be guarding the place, but she can't lose. We know we're going to need more.
Jules said. Missing you already, Rob.
These folks have been acting decidedly weird since before I started building here. It's just gotten worse as we went.
I just can't lose.
We do have a 7th person here now.
Slot machine, it's the best.
And they immediately put themselves to work on food. Which is news to me, because there's only one person in the damn greenhouse. Oh, this time I've got a flamethrower dude stuck up here.
Invad 3 Right Eyes said. ARP Games Wasteland Construction and Safety Consultants.
In theory, this is a perfectly safe construction. Theoretically. I mean, I would poke around it for a little while and then tell people to live here. Where's this new person? I don't see a 7th
Invad
person.
3 Right Eyes said. Except when mutants show up, for that life insurance is needed.
What's life without risk? All right. I don't see a 7th settler here. I just don't know.
Win again.
I'm just going to do some decorating.
Haha, win again. You gotta try this slot machine. It's the best.
Do I really have to try it? I mean, you seem to be doing a fine job of using it when you're not supposed to.
Jules said. She sounds happy lol.
She does, doesn't she? It's like nothing can get her down. The damn thing's backwards. And it won't let me turn it around. Oh no, the hands are there. Okay.
Tasty?
Huh?
Tasty?
Yeah.
Were they in
Jules
for now? Do you need anything?
said. She's definitely on a roll. Wonder if she can give me a tip or two. Winking face.
She might be able to give you a pointer to the unemployment queue, Jules.
Jules said. LOL true.
All right, we need some tables, some bar type tables. Along the sides here. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, maybe these should be booths, but I think the tables work. Nice little rec area. And we want everyone to know Jules was here, so we need the disco light. This guy ever shows back up at work, he's going to be well loved. What else can we do over here? I think we're pretty much done with the.
Jules said. Woman dancing. Glandry Mage said. How many size bars is this so far?
How many bars? There's a bar in every settlement. Although this bartender only stood here the first day. I don't really feel bad about leaving these folks with out fancy uniforms and shit.
Glandry Mage said. The size bar of this settlement.
Oh, size bar. We're approaching 2. I'm not gonna push this settlement. If you look on the map, the Slog is not very far away. Finch Farm is not very far away. County Crossing is not very far away. Any building I do at the Slog is going to be impacted by Finch Farm and Greentop. It might be impacted by County Crossing. Greentop might be being impacted by County Crossing and Finch Farm. I don't think I want to push too many size bars into either of these two. Settlements because of their proximity. They're really not. The map makes it look kind of far. It's not very far at all. If you think about it, when you quick travel between settlements like Finch Farm and County Crossing or Finch Farm and Greentop, the game makes you take longer than you ever would if you walked it manually, even if you had a fight. I think the method that they use to judge how long the quick travel should take is not very good for settlements that are close by each other. I gave you a fireplace. I gave you some shelves. Let's put some stuff on your shelves. One of the things I wanted to look at, pretty sure I saw additional Snapple clutter and display in here, yeah, that I haven't been using. I don't know if it's the same list, but we'll take a look. Yeah, it looks like it is the same list. No, Gutsy, it doesn't need you to kick their ass.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Come on.
Quick Smoke said, "Dang, Rob's phone is very hostile tonight." Schultz
It is a little bit rough
said,
tonight.
"Hi Smoke." Vault Girl 145 said, "Hey Mikey."
How you been, Mikey? I almost
Quick Smoke
forgot, but
said, "Hello Schultz and VG."
the PlayStation Network requiring you to rebuy Fallout, if that's where you had to rebuy it, put in a ticket with Sony. You were not supposed to have to rebuy it in order to
Quick Smoke
re-download it.
said, "Doing good, Ty Rob, hope you're well."
I am good, Mikey. Thanks. Yeah, that way it's visible from, basically from the chair to the bed.
quick smoke. Said, I guess there was a easier fix and I was just not capable to find it, so I'll own it.
Well, they were not supposed to be charging you. It was something that Sony screwed up. And apparently they fixed it, or for some users at least, it appears that it's been fixed before late last night, West Coast time. And if you don't mind giving Sony the money, fine, but I wanted to make sure you knew about it. Just walk right into me, dude. It's bad enough that you guys are all acting bizarre out here. For no good goddamn reason. You know what? I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to put doors on the bathrooms and bedrooms. I'm going to wrap this build up. Because their behavior is just driving me nuts. And that's not fair to you guys. We'll move on to another location.
Jules said, your build just look like they've been there for years. Great job, Rob.
Thanks, Jules. I wanted that impression from this. I wanted it to be like a scrappy. We've been growing these mute fruit and turning them into like jellies and liquor.
Vault Girl 145 said, where are you building next, RP? Jules.
I haven't made up my mind
That
yet.
you have done.
But if anybody has any requests, I'm certainly willing to entertain them. I'm going to leave this as an open doorway and make the door here, unless it won't snap. No, it won't snap. So I have to be a little crafty in putting this door in.
Vault Girl 145 said, "The Outpost." Lyrical Moon Raven said, "Hello, RP and everyone in chat."
VG, you just know which places I despise working at.
Vault Girl 145 said, "Hello Lyrical Hugging Face." Jolts said, "Lyrical Hello Hugging Face." Glantree Mage said, "I like the production style minute settlement." Lyrical Moon Raven said, "Hi, VG Hugging Face and Julie." Lyrical Moon Raven
Okay,
said,
let's do
"Hello,
a quick
Glantree." Vault Girl 145
tour of the
said,
facility.
"LOL,
Make sure
I
the
heard
doors.
that RP."
Don't much care for good
Vault
neighbor.
Girl 145
That place is nothing but
said,
trouble.
"At least I didn't say murk water."
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Jolts said, "I would like to see you build at Somerville."
Alright, I've got a vote for Outpost Zima and a vote for Somerville. She's at her guard post. Oh, bless your little heart. She heard I was leaving because of their behavior, and she went where she belonged.
Quick Smoke said, "Bunker Hill."
I don't own Bunker Hill. Oh, maybe I do. Now that I think about it. Bunker Hill's challenging, though. There's so much pre-made there.
Jolts said, "LOL." Glantree Mage said, "Somerville."
Well, that's 2 for Somerville.
Vault Girl 145 said, "That would be a good one. Not many people build there."
It is in the rainy corner of the Commonwealth, so be prepared for depressed Rob.
Vault Girl 145 said, "I'm switching my vote to Bunker Hill."
Alright, we got 2 Bunker Hill and 2 Somerville. I'm not going to pull a Mel Gibson and say you can't change your vote.
Quick Smoke said, "Yeah, VG."
Okay. Well, you guys sort that out. let's go through
Schultz said,
what we've done here at
I'm
Green
happy
Top.
wherever you choose, Rob.
I appreciate
Lyrical
it, love.
Moonraven said, I vote Bunker Hill as well.
Well, we have another kitty potentially when we come back here someday.
Quick Smoke said, my imaginary friend Josh wants to vote Bunker Hill too.
Your imaginary friend Josh can vote as soon as he imaginary
Pixel Gamer
blows
Girl
me.
said, Duck's head in asterisk suck it up and do Bunker Hill. Rob G's goes back to lurking.
Yeah, I've already got votes for Bunker Hill picks. Now we're up to 3. Well, 4 because Pixel voted. So.
Jolts said,
So,
hello Pixel Purple
everybody
Heart.
knows that Green Top is this giant greenhouse that's just got so little that you can really do with it. So I had this, I left my scaffolding here. Hold on. So I had this idea that instead of trying to do something exciting inside it, I was going to build around it. But I didn't want to
Jolts
just add on
said,
ground
my
level.
cat votes for Somerville. Does that count? LOL.
Unfortunately, it counts as much as Mikey's imaginary friend, Jules.
Is that someone? Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
So what I did is I came out the front door here of their little hovel,
Pixel
the
Gamer
lean-to
Girl
that they had over
said,
here.
SWAT Jolts, I came out of lurk to say that shit shush. Quick Smoke said, LOL.
And I built out the flooring
Jolts said,
all the
LOL
way
Hokey
out.
Dokey. Pixel Gamer Girl said, hugs Jolts.
And I wanted to get a good level on the
Jolts
greenhouse itself
said, LOL hugs Pixel.
without too many steps. And it just worked out that I could do this little 2-step here by coming across at this height. And I only had to
Another day of hard work.
pop this
Never
up a little bit
changes.
here. So as I was building this, I had no idea what this was going to become until I was standing here on top of the greenhouse, and I thought this would be a great place to be a factory for doing mass production of the fruit that they're working with here. And that's how we ended up, instead of having a hallway back here to go around, we ended up with our bathrooms. And this whole side became their little production center where they both can the mute fruit so it'll store forever, and they distill a little bit of it so that it'll make a little happy juice for people, because everybody knows that the wasteland's just a little bit happier
Yes.
with a cocktail or two. And this side over here became our recreation center. Our first settler in got assigned as our bartender. He doesn't stand here anymore for some reason, but
Jolts said, "LOL, love it."
and we got our slot machines. We got our gym equipment. We got some places to sit down and enjoy a cocktail or two. Or maybe you want to come on out here and dance. Nice open space to do that with. At the end of the night, you come on back here to your nice, secure home. To the right, we have our original owner's home. They've turned the fireplace around from inside the house to outside so that they could have their comforts out here. And inside, we have Jezebel set up shop in the only job that I could find that would keep her out of trouble, as a barber. Come back here, we've just got bunk room after bunk room and one bathroom. Nothing special, just a toilet, and some buckets to flush it with. This place isn't about having a great big special place to lay your head down. This is all about trading what they make for what they can get. And then you've got your security station right up here on the roof. One of the guards can sack out up here under the roof, because you never know when it's going to rain, while the other one's on duty. You got a lot of turrets around the place, and especially down near the main entrance to the greenhouse, you got a couple of laser turrets powered by the main generator. And that's how we've handled Greentop Nursery. Somewhere along the line, everybody's mind broke. Day 1 and 2 of this build, everybody was acting normal. Today, nobody is doing what they're supposed to be doing, except for security chick on the roof is actually using the security posts on the roof.
"Well done, Rob, awesome."
So now, it's off to Bunker Hill. Oh, when you look at that, Bunker Hill's in a terrible area. It can't be built up. There's raiders all around it. I'm just going to have to tell everybody that they need to leave and never go back. You're not going to buy that, are you? Like I said, one of the main problems I have with Bunker Hill is how much is already there. Redesigning it is going to make it difficult. Not impossible. There's also a large number of people here I can neither send away nor reassign. So they do what they do, and that's it.
Said, "LOL, saying nothing."
That says steal. I don't know that I'm allowed. Yeah, I can't build here, guys.
Hi, I'm
Jules
Meg. You new to the
said,
hill? For 10 caps,
"Rob, you
I
can
give
work
you
your magic."
There was no Battle of Bunker Hill. I can't build here. Consequences of the all factions friendly
I'm telling you, there's no such thing as junk. You know how to fix something up, anything about it. Yeah,
resolution. So Bunker Hill's out. Yeah.
Jolts.
I don't even have a
Said.
way to...
I built up and over here.
Yeah, I don't even have a way to initiate the ownership of this place.
Alhoon Gaming. Said. I think for a market town that place is quite bare.
It is pretty bare for a market town, but... Where's Kessler? Maybe I could get her to send me to do something.
Excuse me.
Because waking people up in the middle of the night always
Listen.
makes them...
Bunker Hill doesn't want any trouble. You have some seriously powerful friends. If it'll keep us on their good side, consider yourself to have the run of the place. And the next time you need something, just ask, all right?
Okay, well, that solves the can't use the workshop problem. Now I wonder what I can and can't touch around here. We're a little bit over time, but that's okay. I'm just getting the lay of the land. I'm not going to make any changes right now. Okay, that's a shop counter. Looks like a level 1 shop. They have 0 defenses here. So we definitely need more defenses. There's 6 people who live here. That's going to change pretty quickly. I can demolish the Bunker Hill Monument. That would go over like a lead balloon, but I can do it. Looks like I can individually move roof pieces, so is it Snappy or CVC? Snappy or CVC has pieces like this. I may be able to replace... I'm thinking it's Snappy now. There we go.
00 Core. Said. I think I'm gonna make some Velveeta mac and cheese with ham for dinner face savoring food drooling face.
So there's the... that sounds tasty. This is the corner piece. It should have snapped evenly over the existing corner piece. I'm wondering why it's not. The existing corner piece should disappear under it.
Alhoon Gaming said, I'm gonna lie down, my allergies are running rampant at the moment. 00 Core said,
Get some rest, my friend.
in fact I think I will boil the noodles with the ham in the water for added flavor. Drooling face. Alhoon Gaming said, I will leave you running though.
I'm just about done. I'm just checking out some stuff here.
00 Core said, enjoy your rest. Alhoon smiling face with sunglasses.
Alright, yeah, I might be able to do something pretty decent with that main building to we could restore it. I don't want to restore the main monument. I can literally touch just about everything in the settlement, which makes sense. I have scrap everything.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad with all this shit.
Hey, you. Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
It looks like we've got a decent shot at... Oh, let me see how far out my build border is. I have an expanded build border. So I want to know how far is it expanded? And does that apply to Bunker Hill? It does not seem to apply to Bunker Hill at all. It comes right up to the fence, doesn't it? Okay.
Someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Bunker Hill is not an expanded build border. Well, that tells me what I need to know, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming out for the up to 4 hours that we've been playing Fallout 4 and building at Greentop Nursery. Next week, I'll be back here at Bunker Hill to do what I can with the materials in my inventory. I hope everybody will come back and join me. Until then, I'll be back tomorrow night with Draco Invictus, Fainter, and unfortunately it doesn't look like we're going to have the Might Alhoon with us for Phasmophobia. So until then, take care everybody, check in on friends and family, make sure everybody's doing okay.
Jolts
I'm Rob.
said,
Thanks for
have a
gaming with
wonderful
RP.
weekend, Rob, and everyone happy Fallout Friday. 00 Core said, have a great night, Rob, smiling face with